Hi, welcome to class today. Today we're going to be doing yoga for back pain. This class will both strengthen and stretch your back. This is perfect if you work at a desk or anything where you might be struggling with any back pain. This is a perfect class if you're struggling with a slight bit of back pain. I obviously recommend if you are struggling with quite chronic pain, that it's always good to check with a doctor or a physical therapist if you are suffering from chronic back pain. But this is for the people that generally need to strengthen their lower back as they work at a desk. If we're constantly curving the spine forward, this can really help with lowering the pain, but also helping our posture. For this practice, I recommend having a cushion for the end of the practice. You can also pop it under your head when we're lying on the floor if you're really uncomfortable. We're going to be starting on our back. Starting on the floor, knees towards chest, and we're going to just hug it in to begin with, rocking side to side, feeling the floor massage our back. It's quite nice if you're on hard floor actually, because it's like the floor's pushing up into your back and you can rock it side to side, really feel into that lower back, middle back, and maybe the shoulders as well. Breathing it in and breathing it out. Connect with the breath here. So we want nice long breaths, taking it nice and slowly through the movement. Maybe you'll just connect with the room a little bit more. The sensation of your back grounding into the floor. Just noticing how you feel today, how that lower back feels today. And then when you're ready, arms are going to go wide. We're going to bring the knees above the hips and over towards the right side. It's okay if they come out of alignment, if they kind of do this. That's absolutely fine. We're just going to take it nice and slowly over to one side and then over to the other side again. If they kind of come out a little bit, that's okay. Maybe go a little bit further now towards the right, and then bring it over to the center and then over to the left. Keep it moving though. We're not going to stop and stall. We will find another twist a little bit later. We just want to get a little bit more movement into the spine to begin with. One more time, rock it over to the left, over to the right. One more time towards the left. And then slowly hug them in again. When you're ready, slowly lift up and come all the way onto your hands and knees. Hands and knees, shoulders are over wrists, hips are over knees. Take a nice breath in, push through the hands, look in between the fingers. You connect to the core here, so you feel like your belly button's coming up towards your spine, especially in your exhale. Trying to make sure that that pelvis feels like it's not tilting down or tilting up quite yet. We're going to be coming into some cat-cows, and that's when the movement from the pelvis, bringing it facing down, and then lifting through the tailbone, dropping through the belly, roll through the shoulders, and lift through the gaze. This is your cow pose. You inhale, and as you exhale, the spine comes up towards the sky. You push through the hands and you tuck through the chin. Inhale, drop through the belly, lift through the gaze. Exhale, spine towards the sky, push through the hands. Taking that a few more times, think about the shoulder blades hugging in towards each other. You're really opening through the chest in your cow as you drop the belly through. And as you exhale, spine is coming up towards the sky. You're tilting through that tailbone and you're tucking through the chin as best you can. Bring it back through. Inhale. Exhale. Nice long breaths. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then slowly come back to center. Look in between the fingers. Take a moment, really feel into the back, see if you can push through the shoulders a little bit more, find that nice flat back, connect with the core, and the knees go as wide as the mat. Toes can come together and slowly sit back towards your heels. You're walking your hands forward so you can stretch out through the spine, forehead comes towards or onto the mat. And if you have this gap in between your heels and your bum, you're welcome to bring that cushion and see if you can sit a little bit down onto the cushion a little bit more. Let gravity take hold. Inhale. Exhale. You might feel into the hips. See if you can walk the hands a little bit more forward. Feel into the spine. Like you're stretching the crown of the head towards the top of the mat. Get nice and long. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's walk our hands over towards the left side of the mat. Find a side body stretch down the right side body. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Take it over other side. Inhale as you walk over. Exhale as you surrender back down into that stretch. It should feel really nice all the way from the left pinky all the way down to the hip. Breathe it in. And exhale. Come back to center. Weight shifts back into the hands and lift up into your all fours position. Pop cushion to the side. And we're going to lift up into our downward facing dog. Tuck through the toes, lift through the hips and come up downward facing dog. Bend through the knees really generously. You might even find that you want to bring the belly towards thighs as best you can so you can feel into the shoulders. And then maybe straighten through the right leg. Lift the heel up and straighten through the left leg. So see how it feels. Really pedal it out today. That heel may not make it to the floor. We're just pedaling it out. Taking 2 more breaths here. Feel into the hamstrings a little bit. Push through the hands. And then slowly from there, bend through both knees. Let them go all the way down to the floor. Walk the knees away. The thighs come down, hips come down, belly comes down, chest comes down, and the head comes to a little pillow that you're going to make with your hands at the front of the mat. Key part of back bends is to engage the lower body, so engaging the legs and the glutes will really, really help you. Get nice and strong, get that back nice and strong. Normally pain from back pain is actually coming from a weakness rather than a stretching issue. So strengthening the lower back is really, really important. Strengthening the lower body is really, really important. Strengthening the back is really very vital for lowering back pain. Elbows cut underneath the shoulders. We're going to push into our sphinx onto the forearms. Gaze is just off the mat. We don't want our gaze like all the way lifted because we'll feel more weight shift into the lower back. We want it so the lower ribs are on the floor and the neck is in line with the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take one more breath. Exhale. Slowly bring the hands together and lower the head down. Maybe rock out the hips a little bit so the spine can loosen. Now we're going to keep the hands onto the forearms, but we're going to lift the elbows this time, lift the hands, lift through the back, and the feet might lift up. Locust pose. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. 2 more. Slowly lift. Exhale, lower. This time we're going to hold it for 3 breaths. Lift up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Squeeze through the glutes. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lower everything down. Forehead comes back down. Perfect. Well done. Rock out the hips. Maybe windshield wiper the feet side to side. When you're ready, you can slowly roll onto the back. Knees are gonna come up towards the ceiling, feet planted on the floor. You can bring your hands down either side of your hips. The feet are parallel with the knees and they're about hip distance as well. And there's a space in between your knees. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Push through the feet, lift through the hips. Inhale here, squeeze through the glutes. Exhale. Stay where you are. Inhale. Exhale. Connect with the core. Weight shifts into the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly lower through the hips with control. Each part of the spine makes it to the floor, and the spine becomes flush with the floor once again. Let's do that again. Push through the feet, lift through the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the glutes engage. Feel that lower body engage. You've got it. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly lower all the way down. And then from here, we're going to lift back into our bridge, but we're going to put the cushion under our hips. So slowly lift up, slip the cushion under the hips. You can adjust it if it gets a little uncomfortable. And then you're going to walk the feet out away so that the hips are a little bit higher than the heart and the head. Hands go on either side, and you can close down the eyes, allowing the chest to be really gently opened here. Feel shoulders coming towards the floor, the gravity of the upper back coming towards the floor. Open belly, open chest. Inhale. Exhale, release. Relax through the legs, feet. Let everything go. Slowly push back onto the feet, knees come up towards the sky again, and just pop that pillow to one side. We're going to bring right knee up towards the chest, and the left leg can go up long. We're going to find a twist here. Right arm's going to go long onto the floor, onto the right side. The right knee is going to go left. So finding a twist, turning through the hips. The knee doesn't have to meet with the floor, but I'd like you to try and keep the shoulder on the floor. Inhale here. Exhale. Feel into that glute a little bit too. That gets a nice stretch here. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly bring it back up. We'll switch it over. Left arm goes out long, right leg goes long, and then the left knee comes up and the hand goes on and it comes over. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Again, you might find the knee gets heavy, but we want to try and keep the left shoulder on the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly lift the knee back up and place it all the way back down onto the floor. And then you can slowly relax into your Shavasana for a few moments. Hands either side the hips. Relax and let it go. Feel the spine really connect with the floor. Feel the legs really connect with the floor and let go of everything all the way down. When you're ready, slowly bring knees in towards the chest, hug it in again. Rock to one side and slowly peel up off of the floor. Thank you for letting me guide your practice. The light in me sees the light in you. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.